So I get done with work yesterday and I come home and I hadn't really checked into my social media, and I also hadn't read the patch notes for Season 4 Call of Duty Warzone, but I did know that the Season 4 came out yesterday, so I figured, well, I might as well start it up and check it out. Most of the time whenever a new season update, I usually like to do two things. One, hop into a private match to check out any of the new weapons that they've added, which in this season it seems like they've added 3. The FFAR has made a return, the LC-10 has made a return, and the Model 1907 will be making a return in the season. They also added a POI in Warzone. So I figured I'd jump into BR solos. That way it's easy for me to get to the new POI called the Overlook, which is the Nakatomi Plaza from downtown Verdansk. And I get to the playlist selection menu and I see this. Solos is under casual mode. That's right, there's no regular solo mode. They've moved solos under casuals, and I don't understand the reason why. Before I go on my little rant here, I want to tell you that I don't have a problem with casual players. I have a problem with their solos being moved. So if you're a casual player or any person that wants to play the casual mode, heck, I play casuals, I don't have a problem with you. I dropped 50 the other day playing casual quads. Is it rewarding to somebody like me? Probably not, but I'm sure there's players out there that really want to just be able to take the edge off and enjoy some Call of Duty Warzone and maybe engage a couple real players, but at the very end of the day, they just want to have a good time. And that's what I believe gaming is about. So again, regular BR is limited to duos and quads, and casuals is now solos and quads. Trios looks like it's going to be locked to the rank play mode unless you want to play on one of the resurgence maps. There's also going to be plunder as well as a clash mode, which I hear that the clash mode might be where they test some of the quality of life updates, as well as a few of the other updates they want to add to maybe core BR later on. And Call of Duty wrote in their patch notes about adding casual solos rather than core solos, and they said, since launching Battle Royale Casual, a blend of players and clearly identifiable bots, we've seen it become a considerably popular option with positive reception overall. Given its popularity, combined with our ongoing effort to keep playlist options focused and manageable, we're going to experimentally replace core Battle Royale solos with Battle Royale casual solos. While we understand the impact this will have for players who prefer core Battle Royale solos, it is a compromise we're comfortable with given the larger engagement with other playlist options. Call of Duty does later say that they're going to be monitoring for player feedback and daily active user performance. So the question that I want to ask them is, why not both? Are they that concerned with player count that they think that adding a casual solos and a core solos is going to be that compromising the amount of players that log into Warzone? I think on the flip side of things, solos is already a pretty loose skill-based matchmaking. If any of you have played solos, you'd understand what I mean. There are some games where they're really fair and balanced. You'll run into players that are about the same skill level as you. There are some games where you run into players that are insanely sweaty, and then there are some games where you run into people that are complete bots. There's been a good mix of it as I've played through solos, at least in my experience with regular core solos. So I don't understand why they just want to go, you know what, here's 120 bots and 30 players. Go ahead and enjoy. I played one round of casual solos because I wanted to look at the map still, and I didn't run into anybody for a considerable amount of time, which is nice because then by the time I started to fight people, they were real. But at the same time, it just feels like a campaign. Or maybe some of you remember when in El Mazrah they added bots to certain POIs and then you had to fight them. At least those bots gave kind of rewards for killing them, you know, like killing the juggernauts. You could get certain things like the Foresight perk, which is insanely overpowered. My question about casual solos, is this a skill-based matchmaking thing? Is it that strict that they can't get the amount of players that they need to fill all playlists? I don't understand how they can limit the amount of playlists, but then go ahead and let us have 500 freaking attachments for all of our weapons. Can we just go back to simple Modern Warfare 2019 attachments where it was literally people knew the meta attachments for an AR like the back of their hand? Mono suppressor, longest barrel, VLK optic, the commando foregrip, and 60 round mag. It was that simple. One of the things I also read while going through patch notes whenever I launched the game is that coughing and gas reveals you on the minimap with a red ping, similar to whenever you fire your weapon. With this addition, it makes rotating in gas or around the edge of gas without a gas mask almost impossible if you have somebody holding you out. This puts you at a pretty significant disadvantage that you're already at whenever you're moving in gas. You're already coughing, you already have limited visibility, and you're flinching a lot. So rotating in gas was already kind of a difficult thing. Here's a scenario I want you to imagine. Imagine that somebody is holding you out and you're on the edge of gas and there's a building off to the side. If you go behind the building, they can't see you, but you don't have a gas mask and gas is pushing. So when gas gets to you, you cough and it shows which side of the building that you're pushing out of. So that person, if they're paying attention to the minimap, can already pre-aim the corner. Is that something that you want? Not in my opinion. You're already coughing, you already have limited visibility, and you're already flinching a ton. It makes absolutely no sense to have a red dot pop up on the minimap. I don't know. Out of all this rambling, I think it would have been cool, you know, if in this season they decided to add some of those quality of life options, like to make all player models their default player models, and then if they're a certain skin that is custom, maybe just make it the default player. But no, I personally don't think they're going to do that, because if you know Activision, you know they care about their money. They know that if a player knows other people can see their Terminator skin, then those players are going to be, I don't know, intimidated. And if they make that change, even though the person that purchased it can see it, the other players can. And Activision doesn't want the players that give them money to be the ones that are leaving the game. Anyway, I'm going to let this video play out. This is actually my Battle Royale casual solos experience that I hopped into and was recording to be able to show off the POI. You'll actually see me drop in at Overlook, check out a couple of the cranes in the video. And while this update may have some good things, it is significantly overshadowed by the huge airball that was the playlist update for season 4. Hopefully BR solos will come back soon. I personally think that casuals and regular core BR should have every single team size option, but that's just me. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Was this a W or an L update? Don't forget to subscribe for more gaming content, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Changing back! closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Requesting recon at my location!
HDR ready for launch.
Reloading!
UAV is bingo fuel. Returning to base. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Bounty target's gone dark. We lost the contract. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Requesting close air! Target marked!
Copy that. Longbow 3-1 is on station.
Taking back!
HDR awaiting targeting data.
One side here! Reloading! Cancel last! Reloading!
Relocating safe zone. The Gulag's locked down. Area's clear. Hostile UAV in the area. Enemy soldier incoming. Loadout drop headed your way.
Enemy visual! Moving here!
Gas is moving.
Moving! Scratch that!
UAV overhead.
Cancel last! One! And scratch that! Moving here! Swapping bags!
made it to the top 5.
Switching mags!
You're in the top 3. Don't let up now.